There's a knock at the door. You look through your peephole. You see me standing there. I'm wearing a shirt and tie, and I'm saying, boy, do I have an offer for you. You open the door, you let me in. I show you a blueprint to a brand new property that's just been built. It's on the Mars moon of Phobos, near an abandoned military base. There are demons there. It's Doom. It's this old Doom. We're going to go through Phobos Anomaly today. Episode 1, Mission 8, the final level of Knee Deep in the Dead, and assess its market value based on its monsters, its items, its secrets, and what it looks like after we clean it up. It's going to be difficult to get a true, accurate read on this one, and I will show you why, but let's get started. So, you can see we have a great pistol start, 69 nice enemies here that we have to take care of. And we're starting with just a pistol. A lot of these enemies are actually barrels, the way I've coded this. And here you have a nice, I mean, this is a hot tub area, right? Like, so you come into the house, immediate hot tub area. I guess it could be something else. And then up here you have maybe like a little rest area, nap area. I don't know. I don't know what you actually would do with this property, to be quite honest with you. I think it's really cool. It's, you know, the last level of the episode. So with a lot of these Doom 1 last levels, there's not a lot to them from a structural standpoint. They're just kind of short. Usually the more engaging content is the boss fight that is associated with them. We will have one here. But there are some little, you know, side areas here that could be like bedrooms. They're about the same size, so I don't know which one you would want to make the master bedroom there. You would want to probably fix the lighting situation. These are rather dark. But let's move on to the central area of this map. We have a boss fight, and we have to be careful because we are squishy. So are the monsters, but more importantly, we are. So we're going to go ahead and just kill everything here, including the barrels. You can see, now that we've killed the two main barons of hell, this star-shaped platform, or walls rather, kind of exposes itself. Well, I almost fell off of there. That would have been bad because we wouldn't have got everything. These also count as monsters again. We've destroyed those. Now you'll notice as we pick up, how are we missing 2 items? Oh, they're in here. We've picked up all of the items and we've killed all the monsters, but it's still showing 15 left. And this is why. So I'm going to actually activate the map cheat here for a second so that you can see this. I guess it was already activated from the last thing I recorded. So those little green arrows are things, basically sprites of stuff. And all the way up here in the top, I don't even know how do we move this up there? In the top part of that map, you see that little box? I know it's hard to see, and I don't know how to scroll to actually move it. I think, oh, hold on. We hit the tab button, right? Or is it F? Follow mode off. There we go. So let's zoom in. Don't mind me, just keep shooting. You can see there are 15 green things there. Those are our other monsters. Now, what's going to happen is we are going to teleport into that section of the map. We'll be in a dark room surrounded by those 15 monsters, and try as we might, even if we put God mode on, we're going to die within seconds due to it being some kind of thing they've put in the map because this episode ends in a specific way. So we're not going to get a fully accurate market price on here. It's going to be very difficult for me to kill all 15 of those without dying myself. So we'll just say about $1 million because we're sitting at 934,000. I don't know what exactly you do with this property. I mean, I guess this is huge. It's massive. There's just not a lot here from a building standpoint. But the building that is here, if you like, you know, symmetrical a symmetrical area, it's certainly interesting. Especially how the walls just kind of lower and you have this really wild piece of architecture here. I guess you can go down here. So I misspoke earlier when I said you couldn't get back up on this platform. You can. You just do that. But this would be a great, a huge yard. It'd be a lot of upkeep. This part here, which I guess you could probably turn into a garage maybe if you got rid of these steps, or a very long carport. We're going to go up these steps, and then we're going to step onto this treacherous looking pad. And then I'm going to go ahead and switch to my 200 bullet chain gun, and let's see how many of these we can kill, but we're going to die almost instantly. It's also going to be really, really dark, so here we go. Oh, we're actually doing pretty good. All right, we actually did pretty good. This, of course, is the ending of episode 1, Knee Deep in the Dead. This would be the part back in the day. If you were on the shareware version, which was widely distributed, you would be, like me, asking your parents to mail in money to id Software so they could mail you back floppy disks or possibly a CD-ROM. We had floppy disks to get episode 2 and 3. I distinctly remember this because I had been begging for Doom 1. Like, Doom 2 actually was released fully, I believe, retail. But Doom 1, for the longest time until they did the Ultimate Doom, you still had to order it. So I remember begging my parents to order it. And then I think they got it for me for, like, Easter or something. But I ended up getting, like, really, really sick, like, the week before Easter. I had no idea they ordered it. And I ended up, like, as I was starting to feel better, I think my dad was like, hey, we got you something for Easter, but we're going to give it to you a little bit early since you haven't been feeling well. And it was Doom. And so I don't, I won't get too much into it because obviously we'll get there when we get there. But episode 2, mind blowing the first time I saw it. Anyway, let's see. How did we do? Is it going to tell us that we got it? You don't get the intermission screen here with the stats. That's okay. We know we didn't get all the kills, but we got most of them. So about 1 million for Phobos Anomaly. Not too bad. Now, we're not going into episode 2, The Shores of Hell, just yet. We still have to do the secret level. I did indicate that we would go back and do that. And that would be episode 1, Mission 9, Military Base. So, we'll be there tomorrow. Look forward to it. Thank you for joining me. I know this is a short episode, but honestly, after those last few, I mean, who could blame me, right? We'll see you then. This has been This Old Dude.